everybody, we're back. Back live, Fire Your MD Now Radio, October 24th, 2014. Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden. Call-in line is 844-374-5433. Now, if you want to get on board and join the party, get a hold of me, Mike at teamglidden.ca. Once again, that's Mike at teamglidden.ca. And I don't just leave people twisting in the wind, okay? I constantly get calls from people who saw Dr. Wallach on Benny Hinn or whatever the case might be, and they can't get a hold of anybody in their upline. Nobody will help them. They got to come to us. And the people that are in my downline, I spend a lot of time with them, and I make sure that they're taking what they need in order to achieve the goals with their health that they want. It's actually kind of a pet peeve of mine, but I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to talk more about Team Glidden in a bit here. But first, we're going to talk to Leah in Texas. Leah, you are live. How you doing?
Hello. Thank you for
Hi.
taking my call.
Absolutely, Leah. What's going on?
I'm hoping you can help me with a problem I have with just painful arms. I've had them more than a year. I finally went to a chiropractor, and they said that my neck looks like the sponges between the discs there are getting so thin and small, and that's probably what's causing my pain.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if there's any hope for me, if they can heal those cushions and make them thicker so I don't get any more pain in the neck and arms.
Yeah, you know what? There's always hope, Leah. And I used to tell my wife that because she was running out of hope because we tried a bazillion different things and nothing seemed to work. But I always told her there's something out there. There's got to be something out there. And we found Dr. Glidden. And you know what? Some of the same things that you're describing were some of the same things that were happening to her. So, you know, as far as that goes, yeah, there's hope for sure. Now, when it comes to connective tissue or anything in between the bones, say a joint, that can be, your body wants to fix that. It just needs some raw materials, and that is a fact. So, Leah, what I would do if I was you, have you got a pen?
Yes, I have.
All right. I would get myself, well, first of all, Leah, how much do you weigh?
140.
140. Okay. So if I was you, Leah, I would get a healthy bone. I'm not going to tell you to get a healthy bone and joint pack. We're going to break it up into a few different products. First of all, you're going to need a Healthy Start Pack Liquid 2.0. Healthy Start Pack Liquid 2.0. All right?
Okay.
Now, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to get yourself 2 bottles of Glucogel Plus Liquid. Glucogel Plus Liquid. And I don't know if you heard me talking to the earlier caller that had problems with her knees, but it's the same thing. Okay? It's the same thing. You just need to rebuild that connective tissue, and your body knows how to do that as long as it's got what it needs to do it. Now, on top of that, Leah, I would like you to get 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium. 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium, all right?
Okay.
Now, how'd you hear about this show?
Well, I had just become a member of the longevity team under a fellow named Rhett in Georgia, and he told me about the show and said you should call and get some help right away.
Well, he's a smart guy, and you know what, Leah, how old are you?
68.
68? Okay. So, you know, I've seen this work really fast for some people, and for others, I've seen it take a little bit of time. But if you go to Dr. Glidden's website, there's a list of 10 foods that you should avoid. Okay, so, and the reason we do that is because there are foods that are going to inhibit your ability to absorb these nutrients. And there are also foods that are going to cause inflammation. Okay, and you don't want that inflammation happening because that's going to cause you more pain. All right? So go to Dr. Glidden's website. That's drglidden.com, 2 D's in Glidden, drglidden.com. And if you register with the site, they'll send you a copy of the 10 bad food list. And your friend in Georgia there, he can tell you how to dose these products out once you get them. All right?
Right.
And I want you to really stay on this, okay? Leah, I want you to try it out and stay on it for 90 days. Give it 90 days.
Okay.
All right?
And I have one other question quickly. There's something that I think is bothering us in our house. It's almost like we sit or sleep in a certain place, and we just get horrible pains. And I don't know if it's some sort of electromagnetic something or other coming in that certain room, but I just have a feeling there's something that's really bothering both of us there. And we've tried to check out all of the electrical things and so forth. Do you know any way to, or anybody that comes to check out a house?
Well, okay, it's just that room?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. You know what? There are certain people that do have sensitivities to electromagnetic frequencies. Do you have a Wi-Fi signal in your house?
No, we don't have TV or Wi-Fi or
nothing, hey?
Or anything. No, I tried to make a healthy house.
But that one room.
Yeah.
Maybe it's haunted. Maybe you need a priest.
No, I don't think it's that. I've checked that out. It's not that.
I don't know what to tell you. I think you're just going to have to sleep in other rooms.
Yeah. I thought maybe you knew of someone who could check that out. Well,
you're going to have to ask Professor Google.
Professor Google.
Yeah, you're going to have to Google it.
Google, okay. All right. Well, I thank you very much.
All right, Leah, you try out what I said there, getting back in touch with your buddy in Georgia there, and I want this to work out for you. We're going to let you go. Thank you very much for the call, and quit sleeping in that haunted room, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, see you, Leah. We're going to jump over to Sydney in New Mexico, and then we're going to talk to my buddy Dave in the Thumb. Cindy, you are live. How you doing?
Not too good, sir.
Not too good.
I'm really down and out. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune several years ago, 2003. They put me on some heavy-duty prednisone, and it brought on congestion, heart failure. Lord, my immune system so much I got a viral infection. The heart, I healed it with some herbs and stuff, but now I got off the prednisone, and for a couple of years now, but my muscles in my arms and my legs have been just to the point where I can't make it to the bathroom, or I need help to get in and out of bed, and it just was a really rough day this morning to get up. God, excuse me, I'm a little emotional. I don't want to lose hope completely. But I happened to have run into you guys' web on the computer in the internet, and then I had heard Dr. With the W, what's his name?
Wallach, Dr. Wallach.
Wallach, he came out on Benny Hinn. So I don't think it was coincidental that because I've been trying to do some research on the computer. I just don't know what to do anymore. I just want to give up. And they want to put me back on the prednisone again, and this other medication that will cause cancer is a side effect.
Yep. Cindy, I can hear it in your voice. You're really hurting, aren't you?
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't apologize to me. Don't apologize to me. You know what, Cindy? You're the reason that we do this.
It's so bad I feel like killing myself sometimes. I'm losing the hope. I don't want to live like this. Having to be dependent on just people, not even being able to make it to the bathroom. I don't know where to turn.
Cindy, do you have family around that helps out?
My daughter helps me a lot. She's 18 years old. She's been dealing with me since she was 7 years old at my house. Since 2003. She's 18 now. I'm having a hard time with the insurances, getting the proper care at home with the home care provider. It's just rough all the way around. I just, having a hard time getting the proper hours for home care provider to come in. I'm having to fight the system and the doctors that are saying I'm being compliant. in December, I had to go to the hospital because I had the flu, and they put me in this isolated room. They didn't give me a washcloth to take to wash my stuff because the paperwork said I was being compliant. I'm just getting like that treatment all the way around, and they're blaming me because I'm not taking the prednisone and this other stuff. But I know what it did to me before.
Yep.
And I fought to be alive to take the year of my daughter. To see her grow up.
You know what, Cindy? Let's see if we can get things on track here for you. Now, my group here in Camrose, just last night we watched a webinar on autoimmune diseases. Okay, and your body is not attacking itself; it's just trying to clear out dead tissue. Okay, and the doctors have no understanding on how these things actually work. Now, Cindy, would you please tell me how much you weigh?
About 135.
135 pounds?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I lost all my butt, my thighs. My arms are being affected now. To where,
Okay, Cindy, what we're going to do here is we're going to suggest you a few different products, okay, to support and promote the healthy structure and function of your immune system and the rest of your body all around. We don't just target certain things. This is a holistic approach. Cindy, you stay right there. Dave and the Thumb, you're listening. I know. You just hang on. We got to deal with Cindy for a bit here. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. This is breaking my heart. We'll be right back. We're back live. This is Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. And before the break, we were talking to Cindy in New Mexico. And she has been going to doctors for a long time. They've been putting her through the ringer. She hasn't been getting any better. And, man, oh man, this is the kind of thing that, this is the reason that we do what we do, because there are so many out there like Cindy, just desperate looking for hope. And I'm going to try and dial this in for you the best I can, Cindy. Now, your body has a nutritional tank, okay? You need 90 essential vitamins, minerals, and amino and fatty acids every day. And when you don't have them, after a while, your body starts to break down. And we eat all the wrong foods in this society, and that contributes to the problem right there. So, we need to find a way to get those into your body. Is your daughter around? Is she listening, Cindy?
No, she's at school right now.
Okay, so this show loops over the weekend. So you can actually bring this same show up at any time over the weekend and listen to it with her so that she can help you with this. And do you have a pen?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to get involved here myself, too. I want you to write down my email address. It's Mike@teamglidden.ca, and there's 2 D's in Glidden. That's Mike.
Okay, Mike.
At teamglidden.ca.
How do you spell that? Team?
Team, T-E-A-M.
T-E-A-M?
Yeah, Mike at teamglidden, D-D-E-N, Glidden,
D-D-E-N, okay.
.ca.
Dot, T-A?
C-A.
C-A.
C as in cat, yeah.
Okay, and A, okay.
Yeah. Now, Cindy, I'm going to suggest that you try some things, okay? And
right.
You don't have to write them down now, because I want you to email me after the show, and I'm going to put all this into the email for you, okay? And we'll stay in touch that way. But first of all, Cindy, I want you to stop eating anything with grain in it, okay? Any kind of wheat, barley, rye, and oats, okay? Wheat, barley, rye, and oats, they got to go right out of your house, okay, Cindy?
All right.
They got to go. You're going to need a lot of protein. You're going to need cholesterol, okay? I'm going to want you to eat as many eggs as you possibly can. Chicken.
Is that regular eggs, or does that have to be omega-3 or regular?
No, just good old chicken egg. Any kind of egg you can afford, any kind of eggs you can get, okay?
All right. How many eggs?
About 8 to 10 a day if you can get them in, Cindy. And there's a way that I want you to do it. I want you to eat those eggs so that the yolk is soft. All right? You have to have that yolk soft because the cholesterol degrades once that yolk hardens up. All right? Now I want you to put lots of salt on your food. Lots of salt, Cindy. Okay? Salt is very good for you. That's another thing doctors have gotten completely wrong over the years. Now, Cindy, you're 135 pounds, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to get you on a healthy brain and heart pack. That's one healthy brain and heart pack, and we're going to add into that some extra selenium, all right? Now, on top of that, I'm gonna suggest that you get a product called Z Radical. That's Z Radical.
Z Radical.
Z Radical, and the active ingredient in there is called fucoidan. I was talking to another caller about that earlier. And fucoidan is just dynamite awesome for your body, okay? It stimulates the production and the use of stem cells. All right? Now, we got to get your small intestine so that it's healed up, and we don't want your immune system freaking out. Okay? Because that's what's happening here. Autoimmune diseases. I've seen people recover from all kinds of autoimmune diseases. And there's so many diseases that doctors will lump into the autoimmune category because they don't know how to deal with them and they don't understand how they start and they don't understand how to stop them. But the body's functioning properly. You just need some raw materials. I hear the music. Cindy, stay right there. We're going to come back to you and then we're going to go over to Dave and the Thumb. We'll be right back after this. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We're talking to Cindy in New Mexico. Cindy, what kind of foods do you normally eat?
Salad, some meat, fruit, yogurt.
So fairly healthy, hey?
I try to eat healthy, as best as I can. Know how. I do have fried eggs every so often. Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to take longer than a 10-minute conversation on this show. So, like I said, I want you to. Do you have internet access, Cindy?
Internet, yes. That's where I've seen your program.
Okay, good. So, Cindy, I want you to write this down. The Dr. Glidden Show.tv. The Dr. Glidden Show.tv. All right? Now, if you go there, every other day during the week, this radio show is hosted by Dr. Peter Glidden. And if you go to that web address, they'll ask you to register. You put in your name and your email address and submit that, and then go to your inbox, and they're going to send you a link. And when you go there, you're going to be able to watch Dr. Glidden while he's doing the show, and there's a chat room in the back, okay? There's a chat room where you're going to be able to talk to all kinds of really great people talking about Jack Bolton, Nancy G, Matt Tokoff, people like that. And they're just like me. We are all learning from Dr. Glidden. I'm pretty good at using this product, but I am not him. I'll tell you that right now. He's really good. And if you can send me an email, I'm going to work with you, and we'll talk with your daughter as well so that she knows how to help you out with this stuff, because there's a way that you're going to have to take it. And get a hold of me after the show, and let's see what we can do. So they just want to give you more and more drugs, hey?
Yes, more prednisone, and this other one which starts with an M, and the side effect is cancer. And I'm being mistreated by my own primary doctor because he's been very mean and rude.
Yeah, you know what? You're not the only one, Cindy. You're not the only one. Everybody's being mistreated by their doctor. Even if, your doctor's mean and being rude, but even if your doctor's being nice to you and was giving you the same treatment, you'd be no better off, right?
No, because I almost had a fraction of 30 to 40% on the heart.
Yep.
Not 30 to 40, 15, 10 to 15% was a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years back. And so that, and then when I went into the doctor to tell him that the prednisone that I wanted to get off of that stuff, he said, well, Cindy, everybody has to die, he said. And
he told you that?
Yes. And I
you know what?
Him,
he ought to be in jail. This guy ought to be in jail.
I told him, but I'm not volunteering to be first in the line. I told him I have my 7-year-old daughter to raise. I told him.
Yeah.
I got very angry. I told him, you go home to your kids and your family. I go, but I could have died taking this stuff, I told him.
Wow.
And when he seen the effect it had on me, he was running around trying to taper it down, the prednisone. Because he had me like on 90 and then close to 100 milligrams for 8 months. And it really, did a number on me.
Yep. Cindy, we went...
His response to me.
Everybody's got to die, hey?
That was his response. Well, Cindy, everybody has to die, because I told him the prednisone could have killed me. I felt that that's what had done it.
Yep.
And then
Unreal.
I was running a home daycare, and so I was catching every single virus, every single thing the children are bringing in.
Yeah, because
I didn't have an immune system to fight.
Yep.
It lowered my immune system so much.
Well, and a lot of times they'll that's what they do for an autoimmune what they class as an autoimmune disorder. They will intentionally destroy your immune system. That's the only way they know how to deal with it. And man, oh man, the name of this show is Fire Your MD Now. And if anybody out there listening, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is just crazy. I don't know how we allowed things to get to this point, but you know what, Cindy? I think you're in the right place. And there's a whole lot of really caring people. You go to that, the Dr. Glidden Show .tv, and you're going to meet all kinds of people that have overcome some crazy illnesses just like you. And I talk to people every single day that were almost in the same boat as you. I've got a couple of ladies that I've been dealing with over in Michigan and another state. And it was the same thing. They could hardly get out of bed. They were crying to me on the phone. And now they're able to get up and do things. The one lady couldn't wash her dishes. She couldn't walk her dog. And I hear this all the time, Cindy. I've never heard anybody tell me their doctor being so blatant as to tell them, well, everybody's got to die. Like, that is so callous and cold.
God's my witness, yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, Cindy, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's treating probably more people like you, and he watches his treatments fail year by year, every single day, every single week, every month, every year, and he's probably given up himself.
Everyone around me was in wheelchairs when I walked in there, but I trusted doctors. I didn't know not trust them. I was healthy, and then all of a sudden I couldn't climb upstairs, and I was falling, and I trusted them. But after I got that congestive heart failure and I almost died, I had a distrust towards them, and I refused to take the medication, and yet I get such a hard time from them.
Cindy, I want you to have hope, okay? Now, you got my email address? Mike at teamglidden.ca.
CA, yes, sir.
Yep. Okay, Glidden.
I will.
Yeah, Glidden is spelled Glidden. All right? You send me an email, and I'm going to talk to you after the show, Cindy, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Cindy, we're going to let you go. God bless you. We're going to jump over to Dave and the Thumb. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Mike, what a heartbreaking story that was, huh?
Dave,
You almost had me crying over here, brother.
I was fighting back tears too, Dave. I don't mind telling you.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing great, though, and I love you, and I love your show, and I just love the great work that you're doing, and I just want to let you know I got your back. I just learned from Dr. G the other day on his show. He said he just learned from Dr. Wallach that the liquid glucogel plus is more for maintenance, and the caps are for rebuilding. And I myself learned that recently. I ran out. I normally take both liquid and caps, so I don't take as many glucogel capsules as I should for my body weight because I thought it was compensating with the liquid. Well, I fell a couple years ago, and I had a great recovery, but I was on all caps, and then I started using the liquid, and I was probably drinking more coffee than I should have. I just recently ran out of liquid glucogel, and I'd been having some new pain in my foot that it was all gone, and it kind of came back, and I was very stumped. And then I heard, Doc Glidden say that about the liquid and the capsules. Well, when I ran out of the liquid, I started taking the caps again for like 3 days for my body weight, and I didn't drink coffee for 2 days, and the pain is almost completely gone again out of my foot. So I believe there is something there.
Yeah, I actually heard him say that too. A lot of times I end up going from experience, and I ended up having better experience. And with me, it was for Jennifer, right? Because I didn't have the same problems, but things went just dynamite fast when we switched to the liquid. So,
really?
Yeah, that was our experience. But, and also I find it's just a lot easier for people to put a couple of ounces in the liquid in with their drink than take that handful of capsules. Right. But at the same time, if you want to get better, you'll do what you're told, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, because at 200 pounds, 20 capsules, when you take it the way you're supposed to take one for 10 pounds of body weight.
Yep.
For me, it's no problem. I can swallow 6 Ultimate Dailies at one time. So swallowing 10 glucogels isn't a problem at all. But I do hear what you're saying. I'm probably taking 45 capsules a day of different longevity products.
Yeah.
Twice a day, actually. So, yeah, it can be a little daunting, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do, right?
That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, no, the other thing too, what we found also, we had a couple of ladies here on the glucogel caps, and they found that it was giving them really bad gas. And for a woman, guys don't care, right?
Yeah, right.
Right, but women, they're like, that's seriously embarrassing for them. So, she didn't get the same thing from the liquid, and so that was another reason we stuck with it. And we're creatures of habit, and I get used to telling people, use the liquid.
Right.
But no, I did hear Dr. Glidden say that. So maybe it would be good for a person to start out with the caps, and if they're not getting the results, switch to liquid. That's the other thing too. Everybody's different, so you got to you have to kind of tailor it to like what you found with the capsules working better than the liquid, right? Right. And that was a different experience from ours. But you know what? My wife actually quit taking the glucogel altogether. There's a full bottle of it sitting in our cupboard that's been there for about 3 months. And for maintenance, all she does is a Healthy Start pack, and the pain hasn't come back in about a year. Good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is, yeah. So how? Hey?
It might be the diet, it's a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, you're totally right, man. How's your longevity business doing? Are you talking to lots of people?
Oh, man, yeah, we are kind of on fire. I am an SEMD now, being legally blind, and I'm on my way to vice presidential, and my wife is getting ready to jump to the SEMD level, and yeah, we're excited, and we're just trying to help people, and that the business then comes along.
You got
with
your
it.
car bonus?
I haven't got that yet. I got a few of my 12 kind of stopped buying, but I'm working on that.
That happens. Dave, I hear the music. We got to go to a break here. Do you got any more things you want to talk about?
Just remember the peppermint oil for the gas.
You got it, Dave. Thanks for the call. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We're going to come back to Dan in Tempe, Arizona after this. We're back live on Fire Your MD Now Radio. This has been quite the show, I got to say. Some of these calls, wow. Let's go over to Dan in Tempe, Arizona. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm still kind of reeling from that call from Cindy. It always amazes me just what's going on with the medical system here and how bad it's hurting people. But that's why we're here. So, Dan, what would you like to talk about today?
I also have some questions about the glucogel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and
it's glucogel day.
Yeah, I got the caps, by the way. Really bad knee. I was just wondering, how much should I start with, and then do I tone it back down till I get to the point that I'm only taking like a maintenance? I take it that's what the directions on the bottle are, is a maintenance dosage.
Yeah. So here's how it works, Dan. How much do you weigh?
190.
190? Okay, so you're going to be taking 19 of those per day. Okay. 19 of them. Because how it goes is you take one cap per 10 pounds of body weight. Okay?
Okay.
And how you're going to know when to cut back to a maintenance dose is when it feels better. And it's really that simple. And I don't know if you probably heard me talking to Dave there. My wife, it was so terrible, the pain that she was in. And, we completely got her out of it. And I'm talking her shoulders, her ankles, her knees, hips, back, neck, everything. She would cry herself to sleep at night. And the jerk doctors had the audacity to tell her that she was lying to get drugs. There's nothing wrong with you. You're lying. And I wanted to bust them one, but, you can't do that, right? Because then she'd be in pain and I'd be in jail. That wouldn't help. So, but, she within, it was about a year and she was free of pain. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a lot at first, but once you're out of the woods, you're out of the woods. And, like I said, now we've had a bottle of glucogel, the liquid, sitting in the cupboard for about 3 months. She hasn't even touched it. So she doesn't even take a maintenance dose of that anymore. And the pain hasn't come back at all. So, it's, how old are you?
I'm 60.
60? Okay, yeah, so that's not bad. I mean, I find the older a person gets, the harder time they have getting back. But I've seen it work for lots of people in your age category. And you got a bad knee. So what, did that just develop over time, or was it a mechanical thing? You get in an accident or something?
No, it's just been developing over time. It didn't come overnight.
Yeah.
I worked hard to get it this way.
You earned it. Yeah. What do you do for a living?
Sports and stuff,
Oh, sports, yeah. That was the same thing with Jennifer. She coached basketball and played it. So, and she was a real go-getter. So, yeah, same thing. Sports just wreck people. If they're not nutrified. They really do. I mean, it's good for you to be part of a team and get out and do something, but at the same time, if you're not replacing what you're losing, well, you end up with bone and joint problems. So, yeah, so how did you just get your stuff?
Yeah, I just got it. So, do you think it'll take maybe like a year, or how long before you start noticing an improvement?
You know what? If my name was Jesus Christ, I could probably tell you, but I'm the furthest thing from it. So the only person who knows that is God. And I just can't say, like, your body is different from mine and everybody else's. So, you know, it's just a matter of getting it in there and seeing what happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, hopefully it works fast for you. Is it like the kind of thing where you're unable to work, or is it just like it's just a pain?
It's just a pain to walk on it for any length of time.
Yeah.
And it starts to hurt pretty good.
All right, Dan, 19 glucogel caps a day. Let us know how it's going. I hear the music. We're going to have to let you go. Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden. I had a really great time hosting the show. Thanks to everybody for all your calls. And Dr. Glidden will be back on Monday. Take care.